Pilo and the Holobook doesn't open with a bang. There are no laser rifles, no incoming meteor strikes, no doomsday clocks ticking in the background. Instead, it opens with something quieter, a galaxy in need of a little care. And at the heart of that galaxy is Pilo, apprentice explorer, sticker collector, and accidental hero. Now, I've spent some time with the game recently, and while it's not trying to compete with the blockbuster giants of the year, it's doing something that's absolutely needed in a genre overlooked. You know, it's charming, it's sincere, it's gently imaginative. It's a kind of adventure game that anyone can pick up and enjoy. And just to be fully transparent here, this video today is sponsored by Red Deer Games. They kindly gave me the chance to explore this world early and share my thoughts with you. There's also a free demo available now if you do want to try it for yourself. You know, no risk, no fuss, definitely worth a shot. But first today, let me show you what this one's all about. Set in the XOP 642 star system, Pilo and the Holobook sends players across a series of hand-painted planets, each one filled with quirky alien life, fantastical environments, and hints of a deeper story. Now you play as Pilo, a young explorer in training, sent on a mission to catalogue the universe's natural wonders. It sounds relaxing, and most of the time it is, but not everything in this galaxy is peaceful. There's a mysterious force known as the tar that is spreading. It's corrupting entire ecosystems and slowly draining the beauty out of the stars. What I like about this setup is that it never leans too far into doom or dread. There's a gentle tone running through everything. Yes, that tar is dangerous, and yes, you need to stop it. But the focus isn't on violence or action, it's on healing. You help the world by understanding it. That's the loop here. And in 2025, that really does feel like a welcome change of pace. The core mechanic revolves around the Holobook, a kind of living, breathing encyclopedia that doubles as your map, your toolkit, and your memory bank. Now, at first glance, it feels like a scrapbook. You flip through pages, drag and drop stickers, and arrange findings as you go. But the further you get, the more it reveals itself as a full-blown game system. It's really how you interact with the world, solve puzzles, progress the story, even shape how you see the planets around you. Every time you discover a new creature, plant, or point of interest, you can log it using stickers, stylized icons that reflect what you found. But these aren't just passive records, which surprise me. Some stickers actually have practical uses. You know, place one in the right spot, it might clear a path, calm a frightened creature, or dispel a patch of the creeping tar. Others then unlock reactions from NPCs or open secret routes that tie back into the game's light environmental puzzle design. And it's that balance between logging your journey and actively changing it. That's what makes the Holobook so clever. It really walks a fine line between being an inventory and being an expression of your curiosity. You know, there's no right way to fill it in here. Some players will chase 100% completion, documenting every flower, every fauna. Others might just follow the critical path, like myself, and still feel like they've made it their own. What I really appreciate, though, is how the system encourages experimentation without punishment. Try a sticker in the wrong place? No big deal. The game gives you room to play around, to test combinations, to follow hunches. It never overwhelms, even as new abilities get layered in. You know, stickers that act as repellents, modifiers, keys. By the end of each area, your Holobook doesn't just reflect what you've seen, it also somewhat reflects how you saw it. You know, every sticker placed, every note logged, it adds just a little bit of texture to the experience. So what is it you're actually going to be doing? Well, across each level with this one, expect to be, it's basically a game of exploration is the best way to look at it. And the gameplay's very simple on that note as well, but you're going to be scanning creatures, completing light objectives, solving environmental puzzles, interacting with this really fun cast. There's planets then and the Labship. They offer really kind of unique quirks and challenges, from deciphering alien plants to helping a professor fix up his ship. There is no combat in this game. Instead, it's all about empathy and observation to really unpack the world's secrets. It doesn't mean it's flat though. The tar does create some tension. In some areas, you'll actually need to act quickly to rescue, let's say, a creature or cleanse a region before it spreads. Later stages even introduce the idea of temporary upgrades and new powers, because your Holobook is evolving with your journey. There's actually progression here. It's just, again, delivered in this very kind of deliberate way, I guess. Again, I just find the game incredibly relaxing, a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a really good option for all ages. From a gameplay perspective, anyone I think could pick up and really kind of get into the controls of it, not have any difficulties. From the very first moment, Pilo and the Holobook makes its aesthetic known. It's painterly, soft-edged, full of colour. The planets have a watercolour warmth to them, like storybook illustrations pulled into motion. It really kind of just makes sense for this universe. It feels especially cozy in handheld, and on the OLED model, it looks bloody lovely. You know, the contrast, the pop of colour. It makes every alien flower, every character, every glowing creature feel that much more impressive. The UI then is clean and simple. Character animations are smooth and extremely expressive. Actually, I found a lot of personality in this cast. And then there's a gentleness to the way everything moves as well that gives that game a sense of calm. It's not trying to, again, overwhelm you with visual noise. It's just pulling you into its universe and letting you stay, basically. It's also worth noting then the soundtrack too. You know, it's light, synth melodies, kind of drifting in and out of the background. It definitely ties into the storybook art style and kind of almost lo-fi, spacey atmosphere, which I definitely appreciate. It doesn't try again to be overly cinematic. It's just kind of setting a background tone and something that you can, I guess, relax into. But yeah, the result here for the visuals, the audio, it just kind of sets the mood, I guess. You know, the mechanics of the gameplay are simple. The audio design is simple. But when you put it all together, I don't know, it's a really nice game to slow down with. So look, I hope I've made this clear today. Pilo and the Holobook isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. And that's really the point, I think. It's a thoughtful, heartwarming game that's emphasizing exploration over action, observation over aggression. And in a year full of, you know, AAA releases, new consoles, it's really fun to see someone just kind of leaning into the adventure genre. I adore this genre. We don't see enough games release anymore. But yeah, I think this one, great for younger players, but there's enough thematic and mechanical charm here for anyone that's simply looking to chill out and enjoy a well-crafted little universe. Again, as I said at the opening then, there is a demo out now if you do want to see it for yourself. Of course, that's free. Nice little short snippet. Gives you a solid taste of the core mechanics and the world they've built. Now, big thanks again then to Red Deer Games for sponsoring this video and for making a game that definitely is designed to kind of remind you to slow down and just, I don't know, enjoy the view. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all on the next video. Cheers all.